is Aaron Christensen with Horror 101 with Dr. AC, and welcome back to The Stack, where we're attempting to work our way through this pile of physical media. And today's selection is going to be The Blue Jean Monster from Hong Kong. This is the first time I had ever seen this movie, and it is bananas. It's produced by Golden Harvest. We're probably best known for producing the early Bruce Lee films, as well as a lot of Jackie Chan's work. And our lead actor is Fui-On Shing, or Shing Fui-On, depending on how it was billed. Shing is his family name, and so sometimes it goes first, sometimes it goes last, depending on how he was choosing to bill himself. On IMDb, it's listed as Fui-On Shing, and on the Blu-ray, it's listed as Shing Fui-On. So there you go. Fui-On Shing was one of those perennial supporting actors. He was very tall. He was about 6'2", big guy, very distinct features. And he often would play a bad guy, a kind of a secondary character. You see him in a lot of John Woo's films, opposite Chow Yun-fat. But here, this is one of his rare lead performances. He plays a cop named Joe, who foils a bank robbery. But in chasing down the robbers, he goes into a construction site and gets a bunch of rebar dumped on him, which kills him. But then a magical cat comes along, and that, along with a handy bolt of lightning, brings him back to life, a la Dead Heat. This carves out that same kind of comedy, action, horror slice of the pie that Dead Heat did. It's just done Hong Kong style, and there are some incredible action scenes, as you might have come to expect from the folks at Golden Harvest. Pauline Wong, who had appeared in Mr. Vampire, plays Joe's pregnant wife, who's a little confused by a lot of things, because there's a lot of confusing things going on around her. He also has a friend slash orphan slash nephew, cousin. I'm not quite sure what their relationship is. And the character's name is Power Steering. How's that for some unique character naming? He's played by Wai Kit Si. You also get an appearance from Gloria Yip as a character called Gucci. Gloria Yip had a small part in The Story of Ricky. If you've not seen that movie, that's one to definitely check out, Story of Ricky. The basic story is that Joe's a reanimated corpse, but he's also a cop, and he's out to solve this crime. He's out to bring these bank robbers to justice. Gucci, played by Gloria Yip, has made off with their bag of loot, and so they're trying to track her down. Joe's trying to track them down. And meanwhile, Chu is trying to keep their marriage afloat. There is a lot of inappropriate humor. There's that late 80s, early 90s attitude toward homosexuality, gender stereotypes. There's a lot of mileage that comes out of Chu's character being pregnant. But there's some really funny stuff in here. Aside from the kind of queasy humor, Joe has a big hole in his abdomen from where the rebar went through. When he eats noodles, the noodles come right out of that hole. So he tries to patch it up with some brownie batter, and somehow that bakes into a little mini cake. There is a scene where, because Chu and Joe have not been having sex while she's pregnant, and now Chu's worried that he's messing around with somebody else, maybe even Power Steering. So she brings in a prostitute to make sure she keeps her man satisfied. Like I say, there's a lot of inappropriate humor, but it's all done in such a wild and wacky manner that you can't really take it too seriously. This new Blu-ray release from 88 Films comes with a cardboard sleeve. Now, this is not just any old cardboard sleeve. Like this thing is solid. Like you could hammer nails with this thing. We have reversible cover art. And then that reversible cover art is realized in a poster that also comes on both sides, featuring both versions of the cover art. As far as special features go, there's not a ton. There's a stills gallery, original trailer. There's a 20-minute interview with our assistant director, Sam Leong. But the film pretty much stands on its own. It is a great slice of Hong Kong action, comedy, and horror. And it'll make a great double feature with Dead Heat. Because even though they have the same general plot conceit, the stories are very, very different, as is the style in which they're told. So, well worth checking out Blue Jean Monster from 88 Films. If you're anything like me, you might find yourself singing the David Bowie Blue Jean song for hours and hours on end after you watch it or anytime you glance at the cover. It's a very distinctive title for a very distinctive film, and well worth adding to your library. Until next time, keep searching, keep exploring, and keep sharing the scare.